Hi there, viewer. How are you? Welcome to your career and money reading, and this is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. Although if you've got Gemini in your chart that's in relation to money and career topics, different places, different houses of your chart, this might resonate as well. Could be 7th house, 10th house, first house, second house. If it's strong in those areas or some of those areas, it might resonate for you as well. But we're going to talk about what Spirit want to bring up on your career and money path right now. It's timeless whenever you get to the message, Gemini. And we've already got a card out. We've got ending. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. I feel like you want something to come to an end, whether you trigger it or something else triggers it. It's like you want something to come to an end to allow you to have the room and the time and the space, the headspace to go and do something else that feels actually entirely different. Either what you'll be doing is entirely different or you'll be doing it in a completely different way. Oh no, I'm going to need these. Courage. Ask what you're afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. Okay. So some of you might want to be ending. bad grammar. Want to end something, but not quite have the push yet to do it. And we've got illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lend you a helping hand. I'm not doing very well with my words today, Gemini, sorry. There is someone coming in to support you and to encourage you on this pathway of change. Yeah, we've got adventure. Adventure, roll the dice, give and take, and freedom. Yes. I feel like this is the ultimate for you, viewer. This is where you really want to be, the freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clearer. So yeah, this is needing time away from what you're doing currently to be able to really get that headspace and the energy centered for you to be able to find your next step. Because it's like if voluntary redundancy was offered, if you're in an employed position, you'd take it. You'd be really happy to take that because it would give you a bit of financial cushioning and give you the space. It's like that would be an ideal situation for you. Somebody else might be really worried about that, but that would be ideal for you. It's that kind of energy. That might not be the same physical form the energy showing up in, but that's the kind of energy that's coming through with these cards. We've got adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. Yeah, so bit by bit. It's like just knowing that it doesn't all happen at once. But if you do one bit right and then move on to the next bit, move on to the next bit, it will all come together. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. And that's what this courage feels like it's speaking to. There's lots of different things you can do. There's lots of gifts, lots of talents that you hold within, and you can go and explore and do. For some of you, I do feel like this is doing something completely different from what you've done before. And we've got give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. Yeah, there's a fulfillment piece at play here. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at some of the energy on this pathway. For sure, Gemini, there's something that you want to do that you might not have even spoken out loud to anybody just yet. And you might not even be completely clear. It might just be ruminating, or you might be crystal clear. And it's just, I'm hearing like no time is the perfect time. Like if you wait for a perfect moment, it doesn't happen because you're waiting for a moment that doesn't exist, which is kind of that self-sabotage. And that's because we're just in the mode at the moment of just not of wanting the sign but not quite getting the sign. We'll look at that for you. Actually, we'll look at that for you. Okay, let's have a look what energy is influencing this pathway right now for you, Gemini. Okay, we have Goddess of the Moon. It's intuitive. The decision is intuitive. It's not a physical sign, it's an intuitive sign. Happy family. There's a lot of joy, patience. Doesn't all happen at the same time. Doesn't all happen in but as quickly as we'd like, but it will be worth it when it all pans out, and it'll be worth having the building blocks all in place, because it means you can actually get the freedom. Having a business where you're not tied into it every day, having the ability to come and go a little bit more fluidly in your life, be able to choose your working days, your working hours. And we've got the Angel of Balance. Feels like this freedom energy as well. This is the balance of your energy. And we've got Deceit. There's two things coming through with this card. One is like the deceit. Do you know how we deceive ourselves sometimes? And it's like we say, no, that would never work because of this, this, and this. But we kind of know we're lying to ourselves, because if we don't lie to ourselves, we need to do this. And it's like, I don't know if I'm quite ready for that sometimes. But Spirit is saying there's no time like the present to have courage. Okay, and the decision is intuitive. But for some of you as well, there is somebody around you that's being a little bit just very selfish in their motives, very calculated in their motives in the workspace. And we've got the Temple Path. You are not about that life. You are not about that life at all, Gemini. You want something true. You want something true. Okay, let's have a look at the pathway just in a bit more depth. Just to see what clarity we can get for you in terms of signs or anything Spirit want you to know here. Okay, this feels like signs. Yeah, this is being completely in the moment. Wizard of Awareness. Spirit of Place. Watching something transform. Watching yourself transform. It's like watching yourself transform might feel less scary than I've got the feeling, I just don't know how to word it. Watching yourself transform is going to be less scary than the idea of the entire transformation. I know that doesn't sound very clear, but there's something about looking at things in the moment here and not being worried or overwhelmed by all of the details. There's something step by step. Solitude. There's some time on your own. You might want to go on holiday on your own as well. Yeah, there's some time where you want to spend away from the busyness, and it's not about doing nothing, it's about doing what you enjoy, and you want the freedom to be able to, yeah, wishing well. This energy, and it doesn't always come through like this with this card for me actually as a reader, but this feels like taking your mask off on what you think that you wish for and working out what you really do wish for. Speaking to somebody who started their own business or side hustle might help right now get some of this clarity for you. Ride the wave. Yeah, this is ride the wave of where you are now, but this is also ride the wave of feeling a bit worried as you start this journey. Yeah, flying. This is amazing. Ride the wave, Gemini. Ride the wave, and then you're flying. You just need to start like on the paddle board. Is that what they're called? Paddle boards. Start on the paddle board and then get a little bit braver, like then go a little bit higher, go a little bit higher, and then you're fully flying, and then you're completely in the air. You don't need the surfboard anymore. I'm laughing because there's so much joy that comes after this courage piece has been pushed through. And it's not even, let's look at some headspace for you. That it's not even like it's courage in a very traditional sense. It's like finding the right timing in something. Okay, what does Gemini need to know about headspace and thoughts? Am I in my head or my heart? Yeah, this is this energy, Gemini. This is why this energy was coming through a bit different on this card than it usually does. Are we, this is the head dream. Still looks very gold, still looks very flashy, but this is the heart dream. Where's the dream coming from? Is it what we think we want, or is it what we truly, truly want? Is it giving us this freedom? Is it giving us this happy life? Is it really in line with our intuition? And what else for Gemini, please? The headspace. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And we have, what am I most afraid of losing? I have to, Gemini. This is like, I mean, the fear is real. The feeling of the fear is absolutely there if it is there for you, if that's the energy that's coming to you right now with this. It feels so, it feels like all of your security or all of your um, foundations kind of fall apart when you take a step to go in a different direction. And it's like finding the courage to say, okay, fine. If I like literally list out the things that you might lose or you think that you might be losing, because, and then write a list of everything that you're going to gain, this freedom, this ability to walk away from things when you want to, walk towards things when you want to. I'm going to have a look at what's hidden for you here, because it looks like with some of this energy, something just underneath the surface. What's underneath the surface for Gemini here, please, Spirit? Lack and doubts. Yeah. So just, it might not be lack. It could just be a doubt that it might work. It could be a doubt that you're good enough. For a lot of you, it feels like a doubt that something might work, but it's kind of like you just have to ride the wave, be curious, take just intentional action, and just test the waters on some things. You can test the water, you know, with a marketing budget of £500. You don't need £5,000 to test your idea, you know, or you could even do 50 quid in advertising spend and see what happens. You know, there's obviously completely depending on what you're doing. But if you want to test an idea and you've got something to sell, if that's how this is playing out for you, we've got past lack and suffering. Yeah, we've got lack twice. There's a worry about losing security in some way. Ace, water, Pisces, Scorpio. It's got to come from your intuition, this move. It's got to come in from your intuition. That calms this lack feeling. There's something else for you here as well, Gemini. What else for Gemini, please, Spirit? Confusion, Neptune, illusions. Yeah. The feeling of lack is there's a fake illusion coming here. And we've got illumination. This is going to go. Something is going to go. Somebody else, for some of you, this might not resonate for everybody, but it feels very strong for some. Somebody's putting rose tinted glasses on you, and that's some of this deceit that's coming through because they don't, because of their own fears and their own lack, and that's why the energy is around you. So if you are feeling like you don't move, you're not going to move, or you don't really know how to move forward, and you're not sure why, that could be why. Okay, but it's all about from the heart space, from the intuitive space for you here. Okay, all right then, let's have a look at the tarot and see a little bit deeper what Spirit wants you to know about this situation, about this ending, and about how they want you to take this courage or be aware of this courage or signs that they want you to watch out for. Let's see what Spirit want to say. I do feel, though, you can have anything you want. I feel like you could go in any direction. It's kind of just what feels good on this, like a more of a balanced level, like a work-life balance, to do with, could be to do with travel for some of you. Okay, we have the World. Yeah, you are ending something. You've completed everything you need to know and experience in the cycle that you're in. Queen of Air, wisdom. You've gained all the wisdom, but you're going to move forward from a place of wisdom and a place of knowing, place of clarity, messenger of air. Yeah, this is the Spirit encouraging you to be curious about your gifts, about your academic gifts, your intelligence, how you strategically align things. We've got the Moon going within. This is also sometimes, and I'm getting this again for some reason on this, it's always this line. With this energy here, I'm getting like, do something. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. You don't have to go out there and say, you know, I'm starting my own business. You can just say, I've quit my job, and nobody has to know anything else. Nobody has to know what you're doing with your time, with your energy, with your money, nothing. It's nobody else's business. You can do this in the dark until you are ready to bring it to light. Two of Air. Yeah, this is feeling like you can't see, but this is also decisions, like an Ace of Earth, a new start, a new start, a new offering of something. Okay. It feels very positive for you, but it's taking this first step. And it does feel like for a lot of you, you want this, you want your work-life balance to be in a very different way, because it feels draining on a mental and like energy level. For some of you, not obviously not for everybody, but it could be that you want to work for yourself so that you can start a family and have more time with your family. Okay, we have Valiant Courage. Yeah, we're not surprised to see this, are we? Take action with passion. Yeah, it's got to be something that you feel passionate about, but it could be that you just don't know what you feel passionate about right now, or you can't see the next step. What else for Gemini, please? Yeah, there's a lot about courage here. We're going to get some energy around this as well for you in a second. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. This really is being in this solitude energy to get the clarity. For some of you, this could be like shower meditation, this could be salt baths, or this could be going to the sea, being by a lake. Something with water that helps purify mind and energy. And we've got surrendering to the journey, release control. This is the courage. The courage for you, Gemini, feels very much like releasing the control and the surrender. It's like knowing that you don't know is the knowing. That is the gift, almost, especially with where you are right now. And then something else will come in the future where you'll be very active in the mind, and then you'll be able to step back because it'll be your own business. You'll have this freedom and you'll be no longer in any kind of illusion. Okay, what's the energy surrounding this for Gemini? So Gemini needs to know. Oops, okay, there we go. We have nothing. Oh, nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. So the things that you might be worried about, what are you most afraid of losing? Nothing will come of this situation. What else for Gemini, please, Spirit? Okay, we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. This feels like what's happening with the courage around this. It's triggering something that is like scary and exciting at the same time. A time for healing, yeah. A time for healing. Once you do this, you'll know that you can do anything. Okay, let's have a look at some clarification for you. Okay, can we clarify this valiant courage, please, for Gemini? Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is, oh, okay. So the valiant courage, we've got Nine of Wands, Hanged Man, and Seven of Cups. This is being in a bit of a defense mode, but still still being completely on your own terms, being in a place of knowing what you're doing is towards something that you feel passionate about, that you feel very strongly about. It doesn't have to be a cause, it could be anything. This could be a way of behavior as well. And there's something here about keeping the defensive up and protective, but not restricting yourself so much that you stay still. Hanged Man. You've already got the idea, Gemini. There's an enlightened moment that has already happened. You've already got the idea. You just might not be sure how to move forward with it. Seven of Cups. There's some things that feel like illusions. Feels like there's lots of choices, but actually it feels like there's just kind of one very clear choice. And that just isn't clear. That's what's not clear right now. Let's have a look at this. Surrendering to the journey. What do we need to know about cleansing waters and surrendering to the journey? Okay. We have Seven of Wands. Stay being you, I feel. And we've got this, yeah, stay being you. Don't worry about any deceit or any conflict that people try and bring your way. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, slow and steady wins the race. You're very accomplished, Gemini. Yeah, don't be in your head about this. The more you're in your head about this whole situation, the bigger it feels and the more anxiety it might bring in some way. Six of Swords. Yeah, moving away. When you follow your intuition, you're moving away from this Five of Swords energy. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, this is really abundant energy. When you move away from headspace and you're really in your intuition, you're knowing, and this kind of a higher pathway as well, when you're following your spiritual intuition as well as your wisdom, your own inner wisdom, your connection with spirit. Sorry, I mean here, Two of Wands. Yeah, looking out to see what it is that you can do. Five of Pentacles. Personal issue reaches resolution. The sadness is going. The sadness of feeling like you're worried to take action is equally sad as being in the same situation that you're in because you feel like you're not fulfilling your full potential. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords. This is the anxiety. This is what's healing. We've got the Fool. Time for a new beautiful, courageous start, Gemini. Absolutely. As and when you're ready, Spirit is saying, as and when you're ready. Okay. All right, then let's see when you take a courageous step forward, what is being activated for you? The signs that you need to look out for, Gemini, is all about your own reaction to things. If you're reacting from a place of uh, what somebody else might expect from you, or worried about something in a lack sense, that's the sign. It's not to go in that direction. I feel this one. Innovation. And this one. Okay. Shamanic journey, purpose, achievement, vision, quest. Yeah, this next step is all about you finding the path that lights you up the most. It's not about the end. This next step isn't about the end goal. This is about the journey. Shamanic journey, purpose, achievement, and vision quest. For some of you, you might have the signs and get support and help and healing through shamanic journeying, through drumming, shamanic journeying into lower world for healing, perhaps, and higher world for your signs, depending on how you work with shamanic guides. But that could help you right now in the way that feels best for you. And we've got innovation, new creations. Yeah, this is a time to let your innovative side just shine, your curious side shine through. This is not about mistakes. This is not about getting things perfect. This is about you knowing you have the freedom to do anything you want to do. Okay, let's have a look at some advice for you here, Gemini. Oops, there we go. Okay, so advice for Gemini, please, Spirit, about taking courage. What do we need to know about taking courage? We have divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. This is this energy. Your divination is the inner, and if you work in divination in any ways, that could help you as well. Or if you have a friend or somebody close to you who works with divination, that could also be just a calling and a message from spirit to say this is now a time to do that, to do it specifically, asking questions about this pathway, about this healing perhaps, and this courage and your ideas. Okay, let's see what else spirit wants you to know and to help guide you along this pathway. What do we need to know for Gemini, please? Okay. We have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. We had give and take earlier as well. So for some of you, this could be even where we have like gratitude prayers or like a practice. It could be something to do with the practice that you have. We have Moth Spirit, surrender now. Surrendering is the key here. It really is the key. That is the knowledge. The control is the surrender, which I know can sound backwards, but it's what gives you the freedom. Like inside and outside, materially, spiritually, energetically, in your heart space, everywhere. It gives you the freedom to move, to be less restricted, to be able to go with the flow of things without it costing anything away from your life. Okay, and we have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. This is Spirit saying to you, you're not going to be left without. We've got Snake Spirit, time to heal. Yeah, there's a lot of wisdom you have, Gemini, a lot of wisdom that just needs time to, like, healing needs to come in to then be able to allow that wisdom out in a way that feels good for you. Hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Okay. This is this energy again. I feel like there's one more. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. By making a move, there's no failure in making a move. And this isn't like, there's a real strong energy here about things not being, it's not about the success, it's about the courage. And it will be about the success after you realize that once you've taken the courage to do this thing that you're going to do, you can do anything. I feel like that's where it's going to really kick off. But this step, this next step, is all about not being tied to, not being too attached to anything to make decisions. It all comes from your heart space, your intuition. There's a lot of abundant energy here with, oops, with the Queen of Pentacles. We've seen with this, where there's a new start coming, there's something being illuminated. There's like a adventurous, freedom, spontaneous energy that wants to come out here. But we do have a lot of like coming, like being able to bring something into the physical, be able to push something forward with this Knight of Pentacles energy as well, like step by step. Okay, some last words of advice for you, Gemini. We've got what were we just saying with this? We've got dolphin play. That's a wonderful energy to come out for you. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. We don't need any more cards. I feel like this is the one. That's a wonderful message for the energy that came out for you, Gemini, today. Amazing. Okay, I hope that that's helped you with where you are right now, and good luck on this next courageous step, because it looks like it's going to bring you so much joy and happiness. And thank you for watching the reading with me today, as always, and I will catch you next time. Take care.